Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football.
Rashford! This is the time you need that pace.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Kubasi. Spread out to the left. Now Casado. Nicely aimed pass.
Mkhitaryan. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Mkhitaryan. And it's Zielinski. Tries a deft little ball. Big chance!
Goal! Inter!
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. João Cancelo. And it's Cancelo. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
And he's picked it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. Casado. Pedri. Now it's Rafinha. And it's Casado. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That has been slung wide. Zielinski, who's set up one goal so far. Thuram. Oh, no joy this time. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
It'll be a throw-in.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Çalhanoğlu now looking to orchestrate a counter. And Mkhitaryan. That is a great pick-out. Picked out, shapes to shoot! Against the crossbar! Well, there weren't too many attacking options there.
Pedri. Pedri charging forward, the ball at his feet. Bernal. Strong running down that left flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kubasi. Inter Milan looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Look at the space here. Great chance! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's on it, can he get away? Rafinha! And yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but...
Zielinski with a definite foul there. And he's going to have his name taken. Koundé. It's Pedri. That's a good run down the left. Rafinha picks it up out wide. Acerbi. And it's Mkhitaryan.
2 minutos de descuento.
Great vision. Bernal. And he was quick to react. Oh, great run, magical! Zielinski. Zielinski plays it in. And he's well positioned here. And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Inter Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. And he cuts out the supply. Yamal.
Oh, really well played.
He's going all the way! Mkhitaryan. And it's Zielinski. Now Martinez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now that looks a decent ball. Thuram unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, terrible mistake. Martinez! Sticks it away! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking... It's Rashford!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that has fair fizzed.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And here's Rashford. Rashford! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Rashford really showed what he brings to this side there.
Rafinha!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Rafinha. Oh, good take in a good area. They're urging him to shoot. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to get it away. Casado. Yamal. He is through here. Chance for a shot! Chelhanoglu. And it's Bernal. Yamal running with the ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And that is a little undercooked. Opts to play it back. This looks promising. And he opts to go forward. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Zielinski. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Rashford. That's a lovely, neat pass. Could move up a gear here. He can run onto that. Martinez. Can he finish? And that would have been game, set and match.
Martinez really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
El dorsal 29, el dorsal 6. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Climbs up big!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Acerbi. Barella. Rafinha does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Sucic played out towards the right wing, and here's Dumfries. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pedri gets into a good position. He's found a way through. Dumfries. And he's got the beating, and the shot! And it's there! And they are cruising away. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And the shot! Gavi. Casado. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's got away. Rashford has it out wide and in space. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. That ball looks a good one. Diouf, he has found the way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. It's got in, he's put through his own net.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required. So here we are, another dose of tempestuous rivalry and heady ambition. It is, of course, the familiar side of the two big Milanese teams preparing to lock horns once more. They've been doing this since 1908, and the contest remains as fiery as ever. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another of... Cuckoo!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great...
And a chance!
He is desperate to get on the score sheet. But not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Acerbi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Nkunku. Nicked it back promptly. And now the breakaway. Mkhitaryan. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And here's Nkunku. Early ball out from the back.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Fofana. Inter Milan still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Can he get it through? And he was quick to react. Now this could be a chance.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Zielinski, Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. It's a really well-measured ball. Threads one in. Now it's Tura. Chance! It's fallen kindly here. Goal! Inter! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Rafael Leao. He's had it taken off him. Oh, that's a key interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. That has ended up in no man's land. That pass has been well intercepted. Mkhitaryan. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Çalhanoğlu. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ricci. Nkunku.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
That is good alertness. Loftus-Cheek.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Nkunku. Fofana. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Yes, it's there! AC Milan are all square. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's through here. Now it's Thuram. And he's lost his man here. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Inter Milan get the second half started. Oh, it's come loose. Loftus-Cheek. Here's Rafael Leao, and it's Loftus-Cheek. He's got away. Rafael Leao.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's a throw-in. That's really well manoeuvred, and that could set him on his way. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Salamanca's. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Just eases him off the ball. Loftus-Cheek. Salmakas. Now it's Pulisic. And he's had it nicked away. Nkunku. He has found a way through. Now it's Pulisic. Pulisic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Thuram. Oh, he's been caught napping! Shot a goal! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Salmakas. Now Pulisic. And it's Fofana. Nkunku. Ricci. It's Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek, and the shot! That's an extraordinary save from Sommer! And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Fofana, Nkunku. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. No way through. Nkunku. And he welcomes it in.
Pulisic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Takes a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
De Vrij did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Mkhitaryan. Pulisic. Salamanca's. Now it's Nkunku.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 19. Lasciano il campo per il numero 24. Il numero 12.
Well.
Il numero 14. Modric.
And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, he's great chance! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Milan go into the lead.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
DiMarco, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Nkunku, and he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
And it's Rabiot.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, super ball! And he's cut it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Barella.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's a good spell of possession, this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Juve. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we're done.
Inter Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Well, forget form, forget stats, this is a derby game, and conventional wisdom goes out of the window. Milan's two football behemoths limber up to do battle once more, and the prospect is tantalising. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim. Thuram! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
There's the shot! We've got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, one more. Great chance! It's in!
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have a breakthrough.
Chance! Has another go! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Mkhitaryan duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Rabiot. And here's Rafael Leao. Real chance here. He's found a shooting chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
That could spell trouble. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Rafael Leao. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Rabiot. Played in. And the keeper beats it away. Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. Aimed beyond the defence. Picked out brilliantly. It's a pretty loose pass. Pulisic. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Saelemaekers. It's gone out for a throw-in. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good ball out wide. Zielinski. That's Mkhitaryan. And the counter is on. Çalhanoğlu. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fofana.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu with the foul. Fofana. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Big chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
And Nkunku deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Rabiot, bustling and very visible inside the box.
Yeah, whether it's knockdowns or headers, you'll know he'll fight for it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's run loose here. De Vrij gets over and intercepts. Zielinski. Martinez. Oh, no joy this time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Fofana. Nicely spread. He's in a great... Oh, Cuckoo! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And now the breakaway. He is through here. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
The muscular approach does pay off here. Nkunku. And it's Nkunku. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a little off target. And here's Rafael Leao. And he's lost his man here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And there's the end of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Quite a half, more of the same please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, sweet feet. Rabiot. Pulisic could move up a gear here. Pulisic. Nkunku given the lift of his goal. Pulisic. Now the ball in. Cleared without hesitation. That'll be a throw-in. And here's Rafael Leao. He's shifting through the gears here. Acerbi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Chance, surely! What a wonderful goal! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And now he has two. Real chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And that's caused a worry or two. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. Pulisic. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Milan looking to pass their way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Played into the box. And that's been well dealt with. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Inter may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Rafael Leao. And here's Nkunku.
And Nkunku really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's beaten the last man.
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Martinez. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's been drilled forward. And it's Mkhitaryan. Might be danger here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Pass somewhat off target. And that's a good ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Pulisic. Goes for a shot!
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Thuram. Oh, important interception. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Tries to play it through. Oh, what a ball! And he's had a chance! Oh, yes, it's there! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 12.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this goes to extra time.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
2 minutes to be added on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barella. And that interception was... He's tried one! That's really well cleared. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Looking to go deep. And that should get the job done. Chance for a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! A finish of... And that is that. Inter Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Thuram voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Aditya.